thanks in part to that 2021 victory in this championship to #1 in the world, more than any other American ever has.
Next on the tee from Thailand, Gino Titatoon.
Yeah, she gave that a great run. It's a little tricky putt coming downhill, down green. For speed control.
Jarena, I know you've played this course.
Third for Nelly Korda, the par 4 second. There's your club twirl, Judy.
That's a great shot, a great chance to make her par there.
Yeah, she definitely had to get a little bit of a teach from Lydia there. And she just seemed so in control after that first tee shot.
The necessity of laying up.
Nelly for par. Well, those are two big ones, I think, at 2 and 3.
Huge.
It's just a matter of trying to figure out if it's hurting at all or just cross. She just took this out to the right, playing the wind. Should be middle of the green. As you can see, the ball just feeds. It sloped pretty hard right to the left hand green.
Yeah, massive slope from the top right to the lower left. This championship, Beth Daniel was a tall player with a beautiful golf swing.
Nelly has chosen to go with less than driver, with it being so much downwind today.
Fraction of an inch. And that's three, Judy, that she's made from 5 feet or more. East. And world #1, Nelly Korda, off the tee at the 6th.
Yeah, now as we change, we're now downwind. She hit it down the right side. You know, it's just one of those things where major championships, you cannot take those for granted, and you still go through routine and don't let those get away from you, because those are huge confident. And with this being downwind, you want to get it around that green, because you definitely want to be chipping and not really hitting full shots into this whole location.
It does go back up there at the green.
Par there. Solid. Absolutely. I mean, playing in Florida, Nelly growing up, she definitely knows how to handle this into the grain. And it's most impactful on chipping. And so I think having as much experience with that just helps you be sharp with the short game.
This for 8 straight pars to open her KPMG Women's PGA Championship. So the first drop shot, and you noted, Judy, there aren't a lot of crosswind holes, at least until you get to this point. You'll have a few more coming up. Looking anxiously.
Boy, that hangs on, and I think so. My goodness, this is difficult, and from quite a bare lie.
She has hit it beautifully.
It's for eagle.
Honestly, this is one that you pick it up out of the hole and you run to the next hole and you just say thank you very much.
There were a lot of fans in those grandstands who had a good look at Nelly's third. They'll have something to remember. So she answers her first bogey of the day with her first birdie, and
she fools you with that follow through.
You know, let's just try to ride this out. Let's kind of pull it together. Let's maybe try to keep it there, and then let's come back and try again tomorrow. Younger people, and me specifically, when I was younger, I would just kind of lose it, and then you're over par on the back, and now you're completely out of the tournament. So maturity, I think, matters in the majors for sure.
Nelly comes up just a little short on that 14-footer.
Yeah, she has about 87 yards. It's pretty fluffy Bermuda lie. There's a little bit of grass behind it, but it seems like she picked it off just nicely. Question is how much is it going to release, and she's judged that great.
Oh, good shot.
Yes, it is coming from the right. Right before we stepped on the tee, it laid down to very minimum wind, which I didn't see that on the forecast. I felt like it was going to get a little more windy as the day went on.
Nelly for par. This feels like an important one. I guess they all are in a major, aren't they?
Yeah, that seemed a little quicker than her normal routine there.
Yeah, she came out of it quicker too, Jarena.
Back in her stance. Trying to hit this a little lower. She's gotten it up in the wind. Hit the middle of the green, but I think it's going to be a little short.
Just a little. Nelly for birdie.
Straight up the hill, and this is definitely where you want to be coming from.
You have two things happening there. One is it's a slow putt and you need to get the ball to the hole. The second thing is I don't want to hit it 3-4 feet past, because then it's a downhill putt and it's really tough. So you kind of fall somewhere in the middle there.
It is very steamy. The wind has died down, especially where I'm standing, and it's just scorching out here. Kind of like Nelly's drive there, just scorching down the middle. Yeah, Grant, she's about 14 feet right to the left. And same thing. I feel like that was just so rushed.
Do you tend to rush because you've been waiting so long? Is that a temptation?
Yeah.
And it looks like nobody's going left of the bunkers, but short of the bunkers.
Exactly. Today it is, I mean, the wind I feel like is a little all over the place. It is picked up quite heavily right now, and so yeah, Nelly has 108 to the pin. Uphill, probably 6. Whole location is back right.
She looked at the club to make sure she had the right number, it looked like.
Yeah, it took a little bounce to the left.
Your putts up there is huge, and we can see that because she is near the top of the leaderboard, and she's just capitalizing on those.
I really agree with you on that subject, Jarena, because when you're working really hard at a round of golf, you know, because you're a very good player, it might look stress-free.
At the 16th.
When she played in the U.S. Open at Sabonic, it should be noted that she was 14 years old and went through the whole qualifying system to get to the U.S. Open. And she did the same thing with becoming a professional on the LPGA Tour. And she
more than 100 weeks. He liked the strike. How about the result? Yeah, good one.
Good shot. She couldn't take advantage when she had chances. Putts that did not go in.
Nelly would love to see one drop. It's been a bit. Did she get it to the hole? Just slides past.
Well, now they go to the final par 4, which is for the club, the 9th. This is when you have the face wide open. You're going to try to pop it up pretty high and soft. Not a shot that spins, but a shot that.
Nelly for her par to shoot 72.
Good putt.
And there were several like that today, of that range.